everybody, it's Mike DeLisio with another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing. Today we're going to be taking a look at a big boxed game here. This is the Chronicles of Drunagor, Age of Darkness. Coming from Creative Games Studio. Like I said, this is a large box. There is a tremendous, I'm sure, a tremendous amount within it. So I'm not going to be able to spend a whole lot of time on each individual piece, each individual card. It says there's 215 cards. A whole lot going on in here. So I'm just going to kind of give you an overview of what's inside. That's what these unboxings are about. 1 to 5 or 6 players. About 15 minutes per player, it says. All right. An unspeakable evil, a darkness spreads across the land, bringing corruption, terror, and death. Age of Darkness is a fully cooperative strategy board game of tactical combat and dungeon crawl style adventure for 1 to 5 players. Explore the immersive 3D environment, either as a standalone adventures or an ongoing campaign with a continuous storyline. Yes, this is the game that has the kind of the 3D terrain, so to speak, for your dungeon. I remember now hearing about this game. And so let's take a look inside and see what there is to see here. And I assume there's going to be a lot because, like I said, it is a very, very, very large box. And it weighs not an insignificant amount. All right, let's get this cover off. There we go. Wow. Okay, so we've got a rule book, which is not insignificant. We have got an adventure book, which is even larger. We have got Start Here. I like that. I like when you get something like this, when you have a massive amount of material, something that's telling you start here, okay? It says, this open and play guide will help you set up and start your first single-player adventure in the world of Drunagor and teach you all the basic game rules. Built for approximately half an hour of play, it features the first chapter, Missing from Black River, in a playthrough style. That's fantastic. Again, in a game like this, speaking for myself, when you first open the box, it can seem a little bit overwhelming, right? I mean, you know there's a lot going on in here. You know it's going to be a campaign-style game, and there could be a little bit of trepidation as far as what's it going to take to get this set up. I like that they've got something like this. I think it's really almost essential, okay? So it goes into detail on how to get started. And keep in mind, this is not an insignificant amount of stuff too. So even just for the basics, this looks like a fairly involved game. There's, you know, a lot going on, but if they didn't do this, I think it would be maybe a little bit overwhelming. So it kind of goes through, shows you step by step how to get things set up, how to play through, teaching you the rules as you go step by step through this. All right. Looks like there's a little bit of almost a choose your adventure type of a thing. I have no idea. I'm just kind of guessing based on looking at that. Then you've got the checks that you would make depending on which choice you made. All right. Very nice. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time in these books because, again, they're large. Okay. There's a lot of keywords and different modes of playing and things along those lines. And so I'm just going to kind of flip through. You can get an idea of the layout of the book, what's involved there. It looks like, again, they go into, you know, the amount of detail you would expect for a game like this. It's going to have a fair amount going on. It's got illustrated list of components, which is always handy. And then you've also got this very large, as I said, adventure book here, which is going to be probably where the kind of choose your own adventure style stuff goes. So I don't really want to give away too much there because there could be some spoilers in there. I don't really know. All right, we've got some type of marketing material there. Now we've got some, I'm just going to kind of take out a couple of these because, again, there's so much material here. I don't feel like it's really even possible to get a good look. Now, these in and of themselves are just relatively thin cardstock. However, I believe, I'm almost positive, these are going to get placed into plastic raised molded pieces so that you get kind of that 3D feel to them. They've got nice artwork. They're clear. They're bright. All right. I like it. I like it. And there are more of them. There are quite a few. Here we've got some, will look to be like setup cards. This for the old house. It kind of shows you which dungeon trays to set up. All right. I'm not going to go through all those. Looks like we've got our player sheets here. You got your hit points and bonuses, your player name. This very much has an RPG feel to it, and I would imagine that's by design. This looks to be a bit of a hybrid between a adventure board game and an RPG. We've got our interactions book here, which is a spiral-bound book. Which is going to be a lot of these types of things. I guess you would probably be directed to one of these pages. Sorry, we're getting a little glare there. And depending on your choice, you would kind of go and read the appropriate section of the book. We've got a screen printed drawstring bag, which you can easily get your hand into there, or I can. We've got some cardboard here. I am just going to show you the punch boards. I'm not going to punch them out. But you can at least get an idea of kind of what the tokens look like and the thickness of the cardboard and such. I will show that off to the best of my abilities once I can get it removed from the plastic. All right, we are almost there. All right, so punch out once. You can kind of see there. It's perfectly good thickness, quality cardboard. Got a number of different tokens, Tetris style tetromino pieces. Just going to kind of show you those. There's not a whole lot beyond what you see there. All right. Got some creatures here. Okay. There you go. Now we've got a whole bunch of plastic. This looks like maybe some places to keep these look like player trays to me. Places to keep cards, maybe some dice in there, just to guess. Looks like we've got some cards in here. A lot of cards. I'm just going to kind of just randomly show off some. Again, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cards here. And I'm not trying to make this a 30-minute video. But we can kind of see what some of these cards look like. The layout. Some of them have more art than others. Some of them are mostly text-based, maybe a few icons, but others have a bit more artwork. Okay. There we go. Just giving you a little touch of what these cards are looking like, what they're about. We've got our minis bases here, which are a soft rubber. Okay. I mean, I don't think those need to come out. That you can probably guess what those are about. We've got some more cards here, and we've got some dice. Looks like we've got a D20 and a custom D6. More of the tiles that will slot into these. And here's some player boards. So let's look at these. Okay, so let's take a look at some of our heroes. Double-sided with their different abilities. These plastic molded trays are all from game trays, it would appear here. Okay. That one's only single-sided. There we go. Here's the Undead King, our cover artist, along with conditions board, the camp, and more conditions boards there. More tiles and more places to keep tokens. places to keep your kind of polyomino shaped pieces. See that? Very nice. My chances of getting this all back in the box the way it was are slim to none. I'm going to show off a couple of these big ones here, big minis, which I know sounds like an oxymoron because it kind of is. Just have some multicolored cubes here. These are plastic. These are actually very good quality cubes if you care about such things. Those are very nice cubes, I believe. You see some of these are stacked in such a way that you've got multiple levels here. Although I am struggling to get it apart right now, of course, because I'm on camera. There you go. You can kind of see, and you would just lay they kind of serve two purposes. Looks like they'll hold tiles, potentially, if I'm getting this right. And you could also place the little environments over them as well. All right, so let's take a look at some of these. That's an impressive looking mini there. Very nice. I will not show all of these minis off, again, in the interest of time. But I will try to give you a little bit of a good representation of what they look like, the quality of them. I know that many painters like to watch and get a sense for what these might look like painted, so I'll just show off a few more of these. Okay. There we go. Nice. There we go. And then I'm just going to show like a overview so that you can just get a sense for what is all involved. All right, well, this is a game that has a whole lot inside the box. I'm sure this is a pretty expansive campaign if you choose to play it that way. And it looks like you can also play it as one-off scenarios. That is Chronicles of Drunagor, Age of Darkness. Thank you for watching another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing.